His heartfelt speech is going to be a tough task. Well, I'll give it my best shot. There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their one true love. Their soulmate, the person they know they're going to know and love for the rest of their life. That moment came for Dan 6 years ago when he met me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew. I'm the best man. I'm so glad I'm able to celebrate this day with so many friends and family coming from all over New England. Aside from Massachusetts, we have people driving from Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire. It's really amazing how far people will travel for a free meal. All jokes aside, I'm honored to be here today standing beside Dan and his beautiful bride Abby on their big day. My wife can tell you I was pretty nervous about giving this speech, and I was up late last night rehearsing it. Just before I got up here, she told me, "Honey, break a leg." To which I replied, "Too soon. Dan just tore his ACL a month ago." Now, I first met Dan in 2018 at my first job out of college as a sales executive at TQL. Our job was easy enough. Wake up at 5 a.m. to find the best prospects from a company, pool, claim them within seconds, otherwise our colleagues would steal them from us. We then proceed to call those prospects, 99% of which never call back, or for that 1% that do answer, they tell us to piss off. Needless to say, I quit after a year. Through that 1 year, Dan and I became great friends, bonding over a love of sports, TV shows, and music. I would say our friendship really blossomed into what it is today, over our love of the game of golf. They say if you really want to get to know a man, take him golfing. I couldn't agree more with that statement. Since every round I played with Dan, our friendship really grew, in addition to the money in my Venmo account. At first, we often talk about the Celtics, upcoming movies, things like that. As we continued to golf, round after round it became more personal. I tell Dan about my now wife and how tough it was to be thousands of miles away from her, and how I knew in the coming years everything would work out for her and I, and we'd finally be living together in the same place. A few years did pass, my wife came to the US, we got married, and we're finally living together. Now during our golf matches, I've shared stories with Dan about her and my life together. It was around this time Dan told me he started dating Abby. I was so happy for him. For him to mention Abby during golf, I knew it was serious. I'd often ask him when he'd pop the big question, and one day he finally told me, next summer. I was so happy for Dan, just by how he spoke about Abby, and how amazing she was, and how happy she made him. Just last Wednesday, Stella and I, we celebrated our 3rd anniversary. If there's anything I can tell you from being married, marriage will have its highs, it will have its lows, like anything in this life. Marriage, unlike golf, is a team sport, and you can't do it alone. Probably the most important marriage advice I would always from my grandmother, who told me, never go to bed angry, always find the middle ground. As long as you're on the same page, your love for one another will always guide you through anything in this life. It's really amazing, not done yet. It's really amazing if you think about it. This time next year, Dan and Abby will be celebrating their 1st anniversary as husband and wife. Also by then, Dan's leg will be healed, and Dan can pick up right where he left off last golf season, hooking his ball into the woods and swearing profusely. Again, thanks to Dan and Abby for having me here today. This is my first best man speech, and judging by the crowd, probably my last. Let's all raise our glasses and give a toast to Dan and Abby on their special day.